guys, welcome back. The Fly Natural here, and I am back with another video. So before we go any further into the video, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you did hear any noise in the background, that's just my daughter here. I'm in her room filming this. She's kind of calm, so I thought I can get some filming time in. So if you just hear little toys or anything in the background, that's her. But today's video is going to be all about my DIY micro locks. These fabulous puppies here. I got them pulled back into a ponytail because I cannot seem to keep my hands out of my hair. It's just so hard. I'm loving the style. I'm loving the look. I'm loving the feel of it. And I have to leave them alone, so I have it pulled back. But I will give you guys a 360 of my hair so you can see how it looks now that I'm about 2.5 weeks in. Or a week and a half in. I will be 2 weeks in on Wednesday. So this video, I just wanted to touch up on a couple of key points that I didn't get a chance to go over in my initial video on how I installed my locks. By the way, if you guys didn't catch the video on how I parted my hair for the second time doing these locks, or the process of me doing the locks themselves, I will link those videos down below. You guys should definitely check those out. So if you see me looking down, I do have a notepad here, and I just jotted down a couple of little notes and key talking points. So the first thing that I wanted to go over was the number of locks I have. So as of now, I have officially 285 locks in my hair. I was going for at least 300. I don't know why. It was just a number that I had in my head, especially with me having a really big head. I thought that I would have more locks than locks that I do. But it came out to 285. Now, I do feel that there's a few locks in the middle of that larger section that I had in my head that could be taken from 1 lock to 2 locks, because I noticed now that they've been in for a week and they're starting to, puff up a little bit. Some of those are significantly bigger than I would like them to be, so I'm going to definitely take those down. And once I go through, I will come back to you guys with a new lock number. But for now, it's 285. My installation date is April 22nd of 2020. Now, I did start the process of doing these locks on April 19th. So it was from April 19th until April 22nd, but I will be counting 22nd as my installation date because that's when they're all installed and that's when my journey begins. Now, I did have a question about the products that I use on my hair prior to the install. Now, in my first video that I attempted to do those first set of starter locks, you guys saw me using leave-in and shea butter. This time around, I did not add any extra products to my hair. I started with freshly washed and deep conditioned hair, and then I blew it out, and then I didn't add any extra products. So it was just freshly washed and conditioned, and then I had a little oil in it and a tad bit of, just a little bit of oil. Just a little bit of oil, just add a little moisture and seal in the moisture from the water. And then I blow dried my hair because it was a lot easier for me to part and section out my hair with it being blow dried. That was just what I needed to do for my hair specifically. Now, if you are contemplating on doing your micro locks, whether it's this way, Brady locks, interlocking, you don't have to blow dry your hair, but it was just what was easier for me. And like I said prior, it took me from April 19th to April 22nd to finish my hair. Now, the installation time could have gone by a little faster, but I do have 2 small children who needed my attention throughout the day, so I would work on it during nap times or even at night or sometimes early morning when it was, just me and I had my alone time and I was able to do it. How do I sleep with these locks was a question that I got. So me personally, when I had loose natural hair, I would always put on a bonnet or a scarf, and then sometimes I would get a little lazy, so I ended up getting a silk pillowcase, so that way on days where I would be lazy, I wouldn't wear it. So I'm doing that same thing now, but I noticed I'm having a lot of shrinkage because I am a 4C natural hair girl. I usually band it, or I'll pull it back into 2 low ponytails and band that all the way down, and then I'll put my bonnet on top of that, so that way when I wake up in the morning it's stretched as opposed to being shrunk. And I did recently do a twist out with it too, and it turned out really, really nice. And then another question that I got was, why did I choose to do DIY micro locks and the method I chose in order to do it versus getting traditional locks, freeform locks, or doing it a different way versus, you know, interlocking, comb coils, so on and so forth. So for me, I knew that I wanted the versatility of loose hair, but the ease of locks. And I know that with a lot of bigger locks, I won't be able to have as much versatility as I would with sister locks or DIY micro locks. Now, I was going to originally go the sister lock route, but when all of this happened, I just didn't have the time to do it. And on top of that, it is pretty costly. Even for me, with me having, I'm not going to say, I don't have long hair. I have like mid-length hair. Like my hair goes to my collarbone. And I talked to a consultant, and I was getting quoted a ridiculous price. I'm not, you know, able to just justify dropping $1,200 on my hair, even though it is an investment. Like I said prior, I have 2 small children. I can't justify spending $1,200 on my hair when I have other things that I could do. So I did a lot of research, and I wanted to do it for myself. So then I decided to do micro locks, and I decided to do the twist method over the interlocking method or the braiding method. One, with braiding, I didn't want the braid pattern to stay within my lock. Once my locks start to mature, that pattern might not actually go away. And then I didn't opt to interlock because I wasn't 100% sure of how to do it. I did one lock here. I can show you this one. This one is interlocked. I'm not 100% satisfied on how it turned out. I'm actually going to take it down and just twist it, because of the way I did it, I don't know if I did my rotations wrong or so, but I had a knot created in there, and I just didn't want to take the risk of me doing that throughout my head, creating weak locks or things like that. So I just decided to go with the twist method. Now, I did a little bit more research. I guess she wanted a little bit of attention. You cool? Okay. All right. Good job. Yeah. Now, I was doing a little bit of research, and I was weighing out the pros and the cons of getting micro locks with the twist method. Come on, you're doing so good. I mean, if you want to talk, we're gonna have you in another video, okay? Okay. I am gonna do a life update for those of you who have been following my channel from the beginning, and it will talk all about where I am now and what happened during my 2-year hiatus from YouTube. So look out for that video. That video is coming really soon. So like I mentioned prior, I did a lot of research on the pros and cons of starting them out as twists. Now, a couple of cons that I was concerned about, and I'm still concerned about. One is slippage. I noticed that the ones that are in the back of my head are starting to come loose a little bit more. So I've actually looked into twisting them and then braiding the very ends to keep them installed. But I'm going to go through and see if that's even necessary, because a lot of them, like this one here, it kind of slipped the other day, and I redid it, and it just has like this cute little curly end. I'm not 100% sure if you guys can see that there. It has a little bit of a curly end, so it didn't come back down again. So it was all in the way that I twisted my hair. And then another one was shrinkage. With the way that my hair is twisted, it could cause a lot of shrinkage when I wash it or if I sweat and things of that nature. But like I said, I will just continue to band or have it in like low ponytail so I can stretch it out. So those things really didn't bother me too much. I know that with the size of my locks now, they are going to swell up. So I have them small enough to where they're not too small, but big enough to when they do puff up, I can still have the look that I am going for. So I'm really excited to see how my hair turns out. I'm really loving the journey so far. I feel like it's more of a spiritual thing than anything else, and I really heard a lot of people who went from loose natural hair. Yeah. I had a lot of people who went from loose natural hair to locks that I watched on YouTube, or some that I even see in passing. They were just telling me that it was like a really spiritual journey, and you start to feel more one with yourself as you go through it. And I never really thought about it like that. I was like, just, hey, it's like, it's hair. But I really understand now, because I feel more like myself now that I have my hair like this, and I'm really excited for the journey. But let me just go ahead and take it out of this ponytail, and I can show you guys what it's looking like. Alright guys, so that is all I have for this video. If you guys have any questions or comments, please be sure to leave them down, and I will definitely respond and get back to you guys. If you like the video and you're not already subscribed, be sure to subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.